Greetings, travelers! My name is King Asmodeus, and I am back with another Hearthstone video. Today, as you all can see, I have 10 packs of cards that we will be opening. So, I have a variety of packs. We have 2 March of the Lich King, 1 Castle Nathria, 2 Unite in Stormwind, 2 Forge in the Barrens, and 3 Standard. So, let's go ahead and just start with the Standard, since that could be anything in Standard. Let's see what we get. Okay, starting up here, Battleground Battlemaster. Adjacent minions have Wind Fury. Ooh, interesting. That would be very useful on like a deck where you could get like either the Jailer or Sire Denathrius. I think have those two on. Oh, Wind Fury with Sire Denathrius would be pretty. Oh my goodness, that'd be pretty tough to play against, but if it's on your side, that's like 20 health you can regenerate back. Okay, next, that's blue. We'll skip it for now. Immortalized in Stone. I've used that card. It is quite a fun one. I love the artwork of the 3 statues and how each of the taunt elementals are the 3 statues. That's a pretty clever touch. Stormwind Guard. Taunt and Battlecry give adjacent minions +1/+1. I feel like these 2 cards have some interesting synergy, possibly. Actually, yeah, because if you play this first, it'll give your adjacent minions. It's a taunt, so it should get taken out first, and you can play this with the Wind Fury and get the benefits. Really cool looking armor there. And Baron's Trapper. Your Death Rattle cards cost 1 less. Ooh. I haven't really played too much of some Death Rattle stuff, but this is very useful for that. Of course, I like the little trap that they're building here. That's pretty funny. And finally, our rare card. Ooh. Devouring Swarm. Choose an enemy minion. Your minions attack it and return any that die to your hand. Oh, that is honestly a really cool sounding card. First of all, I love how there's all these different colored rats on this guy. But second, because I have a hunter deck I was working with that it has battle cries and stuff, minions with battle cry in it, so this would be very useful to incorporate into that. Huh, I'll have to take a look at that then. Alright, next pack. Starts, well, not there, I guess. Grimoire of Sacrifice. Destroy friendly minion and deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. Huh. I like the little imp guy that's over here, that's pretty funny. But, again, I don't really play Warlock. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you combo this with some Death Rattles, this would be a pretty nice one to have, so. I love the purple shadowy energy, that's always cool. Next, Refreshing Spring Water. I believe I have this. Draw 2 mana. Yeah, refresh 2 mana for each spell drawn. It's not too bad. I've never really used it myself, but I'm sure there's ways it could be useful. I like the little robes this person has on. That's pretty neat. And I like the desert background. I like these stones that are in here to show that they're like worn away by the wind and sand. That's pretty cool. Ooh, another rare. Skip that. So then Barbed Nets. I think we've seen that one before on one of these videos. Deal 2 damage to enemy. If you play a Naga while holding this, choose a second target. As always, this is a Naga themed card, so the more Nagas you have in your hand and deck, the better. I haven't really had the chance to really do too much of that, so we'll see. After this, maybe I'll have enough cards to have a good Naga deck to put together. But I really like this like artwork for the netting and like the barbs on it. I think that's really cool. And of course, the little Naga person here is cool as well. Let's start back up here with this rare card. Ooh, Shaman. Granite Forgeborn. Reduce the cost of elementals in your hand and deck by 1. Ooh, okay. I also was messing around with a Shaman deck a while ago that was elemental based. This would be really good for that. Especially if you could like do the Youthful Brewmaster, pull it back into your hand and keep putting it out. Ooh. I might have to look into that. That could actually be very good, nice to have. Okay. Let's see. And then of course I like these little bracer armband things that he has on. He, she, it. This thing. Moving on. Ooh, Shadowcloth Needle. I've seen someone play this before. After you cast a shadow spell, deal 1 damage to all enemies, lose 1 durability. That's funny how it's a magic purple thread that's threading this piece of purple fabric or leather or whatever. That's pretty cool. Okay, moving forward. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we're starting there anyway. Sucker Hook. At the end of your turn, transform your weapon into one that costs one more. Interesting. I haven't really done shamans with weapons too much, except for the whatever, I think it's a shovel that like summons totems. It's interesting. I think that's funny though. I never would have imagined I'd see like an octopus person with a hook on the end of one of their tentacles. That's pretty funny. Grimoire of Sacrifice, we just saw that, so we don't have to go over it again. Coal-Tooth Yeti, I've seen this played against me before. It's quite funny. It reminds me of that scene from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, whenever the elf Hermie or Herbie or whatever it is takes out his teeth. That's funny. Horn of Wrathion. I believe we've gotten this before too. Draw a minion. If it's a dragon, summon 2/2/1 Wells with Rush. Well, I think if we just give this to the Coal-Tooth Yeti, they can just glue it with like some super glue or gorilla glue onto the end of their horn there, and all will be fine. Sure, this one's ridged and their horns are smooth, but it'll be fine. And Cutlass Courier. We have gotten this one before. I remember talking about how it's neat how there's all these swords in the bag, but after your hero attacks, draw a pirate. Again, I don't play rogue very much, so that part's a little iffy, but of course, the artwork is, as usual, very cool. Moving to our... Wow, that was very explosive. Moving to our Forged in the Barrens pack. Okay, that's our rare one. That's also a rare one. We won't open those two. Refreshing Spring Water. We just saw that. Now I know where that card comes from. Let's see, Stonemaul Anchorman, love that card. I play in my warrior deck all the time. It is quite useful. Selfless Sidekick, Battlecry oh my goodness, equip a random weapon from your deck. Huh, that could be very useful for like a warrior deck too. And maybe not the one I have, because my weapons I want to infuse before I equip them. But if you just go with like all bunch of weapons, this would be pretty useful. Start back up here. Mage, Frostweave Dungeoneer. Battlecry, draw a spell. If it's a frost spell, summon 2/1/1 elementals that freeze. Ooh. I like the mohawk this person has. That's really neat. I had a deck, I might have mentioned this before, I had a deck that was based on like freezing. It was a mage deck, and it was pretty good at first. It was one of the very first decks I ever like made myself when I was just starting out playing Hearthstone. It was fun, but after a while it just wasn't the best. So let's keep going to the final card for this pack. Another, well, we knew it was another rare. Field Contact. After you play a battle cry or combo card, draw a card. Ooh, that could be pretty useful for like where you get more cards that add stuff to your deck as well. If it's like summon a copy or add a copy of this minion that your opponent played to your deck. Or, ooh, wait, this would be good with a dredge card, like a Battlecry Dredge, because then you could draw it right away. Ooh, nice. There's a little, like, bomb here, too. That's pretty funny. Okay, still got a little bit more to go. I'm trying to go a little bit faster for this video so it's not as long of a card opening, because I know these aren't necessarily the most popular videos on the channel, but I like to do them. I think they're fun. Okay, just go right here. I think that's just going to be my gimmick for this episode, just starting top left each time. Judgment of Justice. When an enemy minion attacks, set its attack and health to 1. I've never put this in a deck myself, but I have gotten it before from, I think, like Muckborn Servant. So that's pretty cool. I like how I'm pretty sure this is an orc. They think they're gonna get like smacked by this hammer. Meanwhile, it looks like they're just like, no, we judge you. You're guilty. Go to jail or whatever. Gold Road Grunt. I thought it said Gold Run for a minute. Taunt and Frenzy gain armor equal to the damage taken. Ooh. I believe there were some cards for, I think, Druid that like would cost like you switch it so it costs armor instead of mana, I think. I can't quite remember, but they'd be good for that. And of course, it would be good for warrior deck as well. I mean, armor is supposed to be like their thing. So yeah, it's pretty neat. You can see the you can see like the arms of whatever creature is trying to attack them. That's funny. Spawn Pool Forager. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Tiny Fin. Yeah, this might actually come in handy with that Murloc Shaman deck I have. I don't know how much I'll be playing that too much in the future. That was a little redundant. I don't know how much I'll be playing that deck in the future. It's an interesting one. It's fun. In terms of this artwork, that's really funny. I think Murlocs are so funny to look at. I just love how they're designed. How there's like so much like character they can put in with just like very similar designs. It's really cool. That's a rare card, so we'll skip it. Pride's Fury. Give your minions +1/+3. Okay, so 1 attack and 3 health. That would actually work well with this taunt minion up here, because that'd be 10 total health it would have. And then if you had a card that would switch health and attack, ooh, that'd be pretty brutal. But oh, I feel bad for this poor like gazelle thing or whatever this is. It might get decimated. Who knows? I don't know. I've seen videos of these things escaping lines before. These zebras, all kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty cool to watch. But moving right along to our next rare card. Horde Operative. Copy your opponent's secrets and put them into play. Ooh, that's a pretty interesting one. I did try making a secret-based mage at one point, and this would be pretty funny to use with that. Just steal all my opponent's secrets. Well, copy them, not steal. But, ooh, especially if you're playing like against a hunter or something, that would be pretty funny. Because some hunters have some pretty good secrets, like the damaging all minions and stuff. Okay, next are the Alliance pack. Ooh, that was an interesting card opening. I like the little shimmery sparkles it did there. Lion's Guard. Ooh, first, I gotta say, that armor looks sick. Battlecry, if you have 15 or less health, gain +2/+4 and taunt. This would actually be good for a Warlock deck, I think. Because usually, a lot of the Warlocks I end up playing tend to get below this point in their health, especially the ones where you take all their damage they get passively. So this would be really cool for that. Irebound Brute. Taunt cost 1 less for each card drawn this turn. This would definitely work well with the I don't know what exactly the archetype's called for it, but there's like a demon hunter where you try to draw as many cards as you can for a quest line. This would definitely fit in well with that. This dude looks very fierce too, and it almost looks like one of these shields was like stolen from like someone like this Lion's Guard here. That's pretty funny. Battleground Battlemaster. We just saw that a little bit ago. Ooh, purple. Okay. Ooh, and blue. Start with this one. Blacksmithing Hammer. After you trade this, gain +2 durability. Ooh. That's really good, I think. Especially if you have like a very weapons-based deck and have that one card that I just got where it's drawing a weapon or equipping a weapon. Just trading this a bunch of times. Ooh. I might have to look into that. And finally, our purple card. Rats of Extraordinary Size. Summon 7 1/1 rats. Any that can't fit on the battlefield, go to your hand with +4/+4. I was really hoping I'd get this card at some point. I've seen someone play it against me. I don't know if it was in one of the tournaments or just in like normal ladder play. But this card is really cool, I think. Especially if you already have a bunch of minions on the board. +4/+4, that's really, I think it's a really good deal, to be honest. And of course, I just love the artwork of all the different colors of rats. In the back, it looks like there's this really big rat there too. That's funny. Okay. Fell Barrage. Deal 2 damage to the lowest health enemy twice. Yes, I'm familiar with this one. I believe that's the one where it says give them fell whenever you cast it. This was sometimes the bane of my existence whenever I'd play and I'd put my low health minions out because it's only like the first turn or two and then they do this and it's like, great. But now I have one. Or possibly 2. This might be my second. I'm not sure. But it'll definitely come in handy. Traveling Merchant. I've seen this before too. Gain +1/+1 for each other friendly minion you control. And it's tradable. Ooh. That could be quite useful. Especially if you like get it too early game and you don't have anything on the board. You could just trade it away. Nice. Very interesting looking character here too. They look like a walrus person or something. Huh. That's a rare card. We'll skip that. Press Stores a Pyromancer. Your next fire spell is spell damage +2. That's pretty neat. I like this artwork, the contrast to the orange and yellow and the purple energy. I wonder if you're able to like combo a bunch of these like spell damage plus whatever's together and like do a fire blast with like 20 some damage. I'm sure there's a way. It's probably very hard to do, but it'd be a pretty interesting thing to look at.
Golden common.
Ooh, I got a golden common. That's cool. Package Runner can only attack if you have at least 8 cards in your hand. Well, I either do or I massively don't, so this card would be very situational for me, but I love how the animation is just like the wind running past the character, making them look like they're running, with the little leaves blowing. This guy in the back's like, what the heck is he doing? And next is Rare Proving Ground. Summon 2 minions from your deck, they fight. I could see these being useful if you have a lot of death rattles in your hand or deck. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the ones where you just summon minions from your own deck to decimate your own minions. Especially like, what if you got like the most powerful 2 minions in your deck? Then you just like decimate one of them probably. I don't know. I'm sure there's a use for it. Moving right along to our Lich King card pack. Or not Lich King, my bad. Castle Nathria card pack. That's rare, so we'll skip it for now. Incriminating Psychic, yes, I'm glad to have a second one of these. I actually did make a Thief Priest deck, which you may see before this video even comes out, so I guess it's a reverse spoiler alert there, but I'm glad to have gotten this. Murder Accusation, I love this card. Every time I see it, I think it's funny. It does look like this person has like some gashes out of their chest, so maybe they're like killed with an axe or something, perhaps? I don't know. That was choose a minion destroyed after another enemy minion dies. This one's Shadowborn. I think we've gotten this before too. Reduce the cost of the highest cost shadow spell in your hand by 3. As usual, I don't play Warlock, so that's not the most useful, but the artwork is still really cool to me. Like the little stone bat with the purple energy. I love this theme of purple energy that we see throughout a lot of this. I think it's cool. Murlocula. Of course, I love Murlocula, but I believe I have 2 golden copies of it already, so sorry, this one might get turned to dust. Sorry, buddy. In Door of Shadows, draw a spell and add a temporary copy of it to your hand. Interesting. It's a really neat artwork. I like the in contrast to the purple, the red energy here. But yeah, I suppose this could be useful with some of the rogue spells I've seen, but as I've been saying with literally any rogue and warlock, I don't play those, so let's continue to our last 2 packs here. Okay. Ooh, okay, I was gonna say, give me something good. So, Crystal Smith Cultist. If you're holding a shadow spell, gain... Did I say shadow spell? Oh, gee, I cannot speak. If you're holding a shadow spell, gain +1/+1. This could be quite handy. It's only a 1 mana cost, so for a beginning game minion to play. Let's move on. And again, purple energy, love it. Just gotta say, more purple energy. Maybe they're just gonna start giving me all purple energy related cards. Undying Allies. After you play an undead this turn, give it Reborn. Ooh, that would combo well with like Death Rattle undead minions, because then they could trigger it twice. Interesting. I like how this one has the. They both have tusks, so they're both like trolls. That's funny. Arcane Worm. I don't know if we've seen this. I think we might have seen this on here. I do have some myself. I think I might have 2 of them. Is this my third? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I guess I'll look later, but like the little, of course, the worm character here. I'm trying to see what that is on the left side. I don't know if that's just magic or if that's like something that's supposed to be there. But add an arcane bolt to your hand. That could be quite useful early on, as long as you play it early on. I have a bit of an issue where I hold on to them because of the mana thirst that they give, but I don't know if it's, thinking about it, I don't know if it's really that worth it, because it only ups the damage by 1, and it's a bit of a later game mana thirst anyway, so. Acolyte of Death. After a friendly undead dies, draw a card. That could be quite useful. I haven't really played too much with just Frost Rune on the Death Knight. I've mostly stuck with Unholy, but this could be quite an interesting card. I might have to look into giving those ones a spin. Of course, love the purple energy, as usual. And our rare card for this pack, Sunfire Smithing. I think we've gotten this before. Equip a 4/2 sword and give a random minion in your hand +4/+2. That's quite nice to have. I love the little phoenix thing over here. That's cool. And they look so happy to be smithing this weapon. It's always good when you love what you do. But I like that. I also just like how they use the colors to really show just how hot this is, like with the phoenix being right there too. That's pretty funny. So, with that, we are at our last card pack already. So I suppose without further ado, we will open it. I was gonna say it lagged for a minute there, so maybe we might not be opening it. Ooh, that's a rare card, okay. Maybe I'll get another epic or legendary in this. Let's hope. Ooh, Shock Spitter. Battle Cry, deal 1 damage, improved by your hero attacks this game. I misunderstood this card at first. I thought that this was by your hero powers, not your actual attacks, but if you have a hunter with a lot of weapons, this is a really good card to have. Ooh, what do you know? I guess maybe I'm psychic. Got to predict the future a little bit here. Fierce Outsider. Rush, Outcast. Your next Outcast card costs 1 less. Ironically, I've never really done too much with Outcast with Demon Hunter, but again, with literally everything I've been saying, I might want to look into that. I like how they're just slicing apart all these wooden beams. That's pretty funny. Ooh, okay, we've got 2 rares and an epic. Start with this one. Ooh, it's a golden rare. Silver Moon Farstrider. Battle Cry, give all arcane spells in your hand spell damage +1. Ooh. I don't know if I have many arcane spells in my hand that are in my hunter deck, but maybe I'll consider it. Of course, the armor here is really cool. I like the little saber-tooth creature here. I don't know if this is supposed to be a saber-tooth like tiger or cat or something, because it looks a little bit more streamlined, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. Who knows? It might be. And let's go to our next rare card. Demon Hunter Unleash Fel. Maybe he says it on this one too, but I was pretty sure it was Fel Barrage he said Unleash Fel, but this is... Whoa, wait, okay. Let's start with the description first. Deal 1 damage to all enemies, mana thirst with lifesteal. That's a pretty nice card to have. These little dudes look cool, but I'm pretty sure I've seen... Isn't this the, oh, what's it called? Like there's like the 1 mana card where it's like every time you attack, it gets 1 extra attack, like +1 attack. I forget what it's called. I'll probably try and put it on the screen if I can remember it. Oh, what is it called? But I'm pretty sure this is it. Mecha Fiend? It might be Mecha Fiend. I don't know. I've seen this before on another card artwork. I think that's a minion you can get. But without further ado, our last card is Warrior, Disruptive Spellbreaker. Ooh, perfect. I love this one. This one's fun. At the end of your turn, your opponent discards a spell. Oh, I love playing this one whenever I'm playing against literally anything that uses spells a lot. So Mage, Hunter, even Rogue. I'm glad to have a second one now too, so I got both in my deck. This is fun. I love how it's just like one of the little arcane worms, and he's just like, hey, you're mine. So, yeah, I think that looks to be everything. Yep, it's kicking me back to the main menu. We are out of card packs. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I sure did. I got some pretty nice cards I'll have to take a look at. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new, if you haven't already. If you'd like my videos to show up in your subscription feed, and turn on that notification bell if you also want to be notified whenever I post stuff. If I haven't mentioned already, go ahead and leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to say. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for your time and attention, and thanks for watching.